We found out we were pregnant in December of 22.
Right before Christmas.
You get to a place where you're trying to start your family, and we worked really hard to realize him and his pregnancy, and then, it was, things don't always go as you plan them. Unfortunately, we had several episodes of bleeding throughout the pregnancy. I woke up at 4 a.m., so I guess technically that's Friday morning. Basically, it was a very large episode of bleeding, and so we emergently went to the ER. They were having trouble tracing Cole's heart rate. It kept going in and out. The attending at the time didn't even wait, and so we called a code white.
I was the attending physician on the night that Cole was born. We were called to an emergency delivery early in the morning, and all that we heard was that there was a premature baby, about 33 weeks, who needed to be delivered urgently. He was delivered and he was really sick right from the get-go. We couldn't hear a heart rate initially. We had to put a breathing tube in urgently, and luckily he responded very well to that. But in the next few hours before my shift was over, there was a lot to be done in order to kind of stabilize him. There was a period of time where he hadn't gotten appropriate oxygen to his brain, which we worry about as neonatologists, because any time period where there is a lack of blood to the brain could mean long-term injury.
He required something called cooling, so we had to cool his entire body temperature down in a way to help him heal.
The risk for him was, to be blunt, it was he could die if we cool him, or he could die if we don't. We kind of both knew, we have to try everything that we need to try.
It's a pretty stressful thing for a baby to go through, but not just the baby, but the parents as well.
After the cooling process, the babies get re-warmed over the course of 12 hours. And after that, we're really looking for all of their kind of medical issues to resolve over time.
A lot of risk factors one way or the other once they start the cooling process. They had to make sure it was stable enough.
One of the great markers of success and good prognosis is being able to come off of the breathing help and being able to eat by mouth before leaving the hospital, and Cole was able to achieve that really quickly.
On top of his brain injury, he also had an ischemic liver injury and ischemic kidney injuries bilaterally. At this point, his liver injury has completely healed. His kidneys are actually functioning way better than expected. He was in the NICU for 45 days. At this point, he's just exceeding all expectations.
This family has advocated for this baby and fought for this baby from the very beginning, when they were told that he probably won't make it, and that I was right there with them. He's absolutely a miracle. It feels amazing to see him today.
To see Cole, this beautiful, happy, healthy child, so different than when he was in our NICU, and see the family able to have a normal, healthy family experience. It's incredible. It's one of those things that it's the reason that I do what I do. It's the kind of thing that fills our cup, that makes us happy to come to work every day and inspires us for the next family. If we aren't available, families have to go too far, and sometimes it's too far to help their babies do well.
The UMass NICU is vital in Central Massachusetts. We are the only Level III NICU in the area between Bay State and Boston. We serve a huge geographical population.
And that means that we have to be able to take care of babies who are born months early. It means we have to be available to take care of babies with surgical problems. It means that we have to be available to take care of babies who are born close to on time or on time, but when they deliver, they don't have enough oxygen. So for all these different scenarios, we have to be available.
He always said, I can't imagine having to go to Boston to do this every day. We were lucky enough that we had the care available to us, and we still got to take him home at the end of the day. The NICU team absolutely saved his life, and saved our lives in that sense too.